Day 964. Just got off my morning call a little bit ago. It was the longest morning call ever. It was an hour and a half. I was just speaking so much life. It was crazy. God just took over and revealed some amazing things. People who aren't believers. It's either because their mind is closed to it or their heart is closed to it, or both. And God showed us and revealed to us on this call that the way you open their mind is with the word of God, because it's the truth. And the way that you open their heart is with your testimony. And so if you can come to people with a testimony and the word of God that backs it up, that's when you start to shift things for people. And I was like, what? And we were all like, what? And it was just like so good. There's so many things that were said on that call. So much fire, so much wisdom, so much boldness, assertiveness, certainty. Like, man, I could have gone for another hour. It was crazy. Just an hour and a half straight. It just not at all was what I was planning to do, but it was great. So yeah, that was really good. And I was just sitting here because I realized, we have a call tonight and I got to teach him something. What am I going to teach him? And so I was sitting here, they're all going to be fasting from the 3 things they worship the most over the next 7 days. And so I should give him some tips on fasting. And so I was like thinking about it. And one thing that I realized is a perspective shift. And I'm like, this is becoming really powerful. Like I'm kicking lust's butt. I'm going to destroy it. Like I will never watch porn again. Like that will never be a thing for me again. I'm done with it. And so that's that. And it's amazing, like how quickly, it's been, I think 9 days or 10 days or something like that since I've stopped all of it. But it's amazing how quickly I've trained my eyes just over the last few days. I'm sitting here in my car and out there, like there's people walking by and, someone will walk by and I will naturally look and it's a woman and my eyes go down. And it's like head, butt. And it's like not even because I'm trying to lust after her or anything like that. It's just boom, it just happens. That's okay. That's not lust. That's just, you just looked. It's not like I look and I'm feeling all sexual. Like it's just, it's there. And then I immediately look away. And then I don't look again. And it's amazing that I don't look again. Like I feel so free and so empowered, like and I don't look again. And it's just like, no, I'm not interested in looking again. And so I was sitting here thinking like, okay, how do we in fasting, how do we take the things that the enemy's going to tempt us with and how do we make them lose their appeal? And I was like, how can I look at a butt? What can my perspective of a butt be that just completely takes it from this thing that I lustfully worship to this thing that like is just like, really? And so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, okay, what is a butt? Well, it's just a round thing that poop comes out of. And as soon as I said that to myself, I'm like, oh, that's not very attractive. And I was like, wow, that's the reality though. A butt is just a round thing that poop comes out of, and boobs are just round things that milk come out of. And it was just like, just this shift of like, whoa. And it removes all the sexiness. It removes all the lust from it. Like a butt, like that's a round thing that poop comes out of. A butt is a poop dispenser and boobs are milk dispensers. I can't even believe I'm saying this on a freaking video. And it's anyone in the world can watch it. This is so stupid, but it's working. It's powerful. And so it's like shifting your perspective. Like, if you're fasting from a certain kind of food or from sweets, like, being able to see that it's like, oh, it's just sweet poison, or it's, it's this or whatever it's made out of, it's whatever chemicals or, so it's instead of seeing, the candy bar, you see a poison bar because it's full of sugar that's going to kill you. Or instead of seeing, a popsicle, you see a chemical bar or something like that, but you label it as something that is no longer tempting to you, right? Nobody wants to eat, a chemical bar. Like, really, you want to eat a frozen bar of chemicals? that kill you, that's not appealing. But you want a popsicle? Two different things, right? There's a butt, and then there's a poop dispenser. There's boobs, and then there's milk dispensers. It like loses all sexiness. That's crazy. That is so good, though. That is so good. So I'm going to teach that tonight. Not poop dispenser and milk dispenser, but I will use that as a demonstration. But the warriors, they got to see that the things that they're fighting, they aren't appealing. You know, it's like some of them, two of them actually, one of the things they're fasting from is shopping, you know, buying things. And they need to like shift their perspective. Maybe the perspective goes from shifting that thing that they want to buy, and instead of calling it this, whatever it is, they call it debt. Oh, do I want to buy that debt? Do I really want that debt? Do I want that stress? Do I want that struggle? Do I want that, you know, whatever it is, that credit card payment, whatever it is? Like they gotta shift their perspective. So what the enemy uses to tempt you is no longer tempting. Looking at a butt and saying that's a poop dispenser, poop shoots out of that thing, is not appealing. That is not sexy to me. That does not throw me into a state of lust. Seeing boobs and seeing that they are milk dispensers, I'm sorry, but a milk dispenser is not a sexy thing. Milk doesn't turn me on. Poop doesn't turn me on. Thank God. And so it's just like, wow, that's a way to take what the enemy has put in your mind, this thing that you worship, and bring it down to something that you're not interested in. And so it's like, why would I look twice at a poop dispenser? Like, no. And so that's really interesting. It's in neurolinguistic programming, it's called reframing. You are seeing the same thing from a different frame. So yeah, I think I'm going to teach them that tonight. That could be really powerful. Yeah. I can't believe I'm going to post this video. It's the reality, though. A butt is a hole that poop comes out of, and boobs are holes that milk come out of. It's just the reality. It's just the biology of it. And I don't need to be dominated by a poop dispenser or milk dispensers. That's unnecessary and ridiculous. Thank you. That's good. I don't know if that came from God or not, but wherever it came from, thank you, because that helps a lot.